Welcome back to Kenshi. My name is Tobal. Our intrepid adventurers are recovering from the last couple battles they had. We did lose the beds. Actually, it's interesting. If you quick save, if you save the game and load it, after you've cleared a nest, the nest will disappear. So we did lose some of those beds. We weren't able to get completely healed up. But by and large, I think everyone is mobile to the point where we can, keep heading towards home. It also looks like we've managed to shake the broken robots from forever ago. It seems like they're no longer hanging around, so thankfully I don't think we'll have any police on our tail here. One thing we do have to be careful is we need to get back into calmer territory. So by that I might even be okay with the swamplands. We really want to avoid more beak things though, because we're at a not exactly a terrible spot, but we're not in the best of shape. Obviously we've got a lot of people who have damage here, although I think three of our 4 archers are up and running. So that's a good sign. So we're going to do it, move pretty slowly. Now I'm not going to worry too much about anyone back at base until we wind up getting home all the way. Do we have anything bad about this zone over here? One of these zones has occasional scorch things come out of the sky to burn you. So, you know, that's slightly terrifying. We don't want to have anyone get caught in that. Big things down there, so we could move. I'm going to speed things up just a little bit, and I'm going to try to move down this hill. What are you? These are people. People are good. People are distractions, especially nomads, because they're not going to attack us, and they'll be a really, really good bait. Looks like some other group is... That might even have been some more dust bandits. Let's take this little pathway down the hill. And we're just trying to scoot northwest. Even if we have to go into the swamp a bit, that would be fine. Griffin has pulled some kind of aggro. Might have been a dust bandit for a second. I don't see too much else after our group here. A little bummed we didn't have too long of a journey, but getting those friends to chase us there, getting our police friends, really kind of threw a bit of a wrench in the works. So we'll come back, we'll recuperate. Maybe by that time we'll start having our... this is the Scorched Land. Got it. Wonderful. This could be horrible. So maybe by then we'll have our smith have enough skill where he can, in fact, make the Edgewalker blades. Alright, we have to be really careful here. So it's a bit of a mix-up. We've got the Scorch deal thing in the sky, which can come out from anywhere. And the problem is you really don't have a whole lot of... It's a pretty big circle, so if it winds up going on your group, you've got like about a second to pick a direction and run that way. I'm going to try to keep us on the border, although I don't really think that's going to help out. I've seen it come over here too, so we just have to be aware of what's going on. Pushing towards the northwest, I guess this whole zone that might be part of it. Maybe we can get to the swamplands and hook the swamplands over instead. I might be able to ride this ridge here and be considered out of the burning zone, although maybe this will put us farther away from big things. This is a bunch of hungry bandits, so I'm not going to engage them. They'll probably try to chase us, although we are a little injured. We might not be able to outrun them. Not that it really matters. We can take them out pretty well. I just don't want to be delayed any further than we already are. Okay, so this zone does have more beak things over there. Shek Challengers are moving to the outpost. How far away are the Shek Challengers? Are they right behind us? That's seriously where they just spawned from? No. That's fascinating. Band of Bones. Maybe that was... Is that seriously the Band of Bones right behind us? Did they just, like, be like, oh, hey, there's some people there. Let's go assault their base. I really do think that's them, because they're spawning... It looks like a group of enemies are spawning right behind us. That's funny. Well, at least we should be able to beat them home. And even on that note, I think our turret guards would be more than sufficient to push them back at this point. We still don't have the AI cores in order to build the multi-gun or multi-shot harpoons yet. And that's really what I want for the next base. We want to have harpoons on every wall. We want to have level 4 walls everywhere. We want to be a fortress. That's the goal for the next base. an impregnable fortress. And we're doing... I'm really curious to see how the squads are going to look once everyone is assigned in the correct spot. So that's going to be super fun to see. Yeah, sure enough, this group is chasing us, so that seems to be the Band of Bones. I think we outpace them. It would be fun if we picked them up and intercept them in the desert. A one-on-one fight is not something that I want out here. We definitely want the aid of our turrets on that one. Alright, so we're starting to get into the swamp area. I think we'll just go... We'll go through the swamp area. And we'll ride the ridge line home. Okay, a little bit less tension now. Feeling a little bit better. Swamplands are still annoying because you can get caught if you wind up having half your party run through the swamp and half the party's walking. And then, of course, you get intercepted by little tiny blood spiders. And nobody likes those. So we'll continue our path. Ooh, who's this? Don't go towards the light. The light is deadly. No, said no one ever. Always go towards the light. It could be shopping. Jade got a little stuck there. And by a little stuck, I mean a lot stuck, apparently. Let me give them a distant run over across the hill here. Hopefully they'll get up on that. And then once they're here, I'm going to feel pretty good about just giving them a run home. How are there big things right over here? Of all places? You sneaky bastards. Big things will plague us until the end of time. Well, until we get a bunch of falling suns, then it won't matter because we'll just hack them down into tiny, tiny pieces. By the way, do we want to go heavy armor down the road? Is that something that we want to look at getting? Do we want to try to do samurai armor? I think we talked about that. Samurai armor looks pretty good, which is obviously one of the main requirements. Your armor, obviously has to look decent. Take them down quick and clean. These are swamp ninjas. I think we might be faster. We might not, because we do have a couple wounded people. We do have some wounded people. Laura, Alice, Jade, I want you three to post up here on this little hill. 1, 3, 4. Ranged, and ranged. The rest of you, I want to get in fighting position. We didn't leave beep somewhere, did we? Oh my gosh. For like 3 seconds, guys, I super panicked. Okay, can you guys run a little bit faster, maybe? To dodge them? No, you can't. Alright, put your burdens down. That's Kif and Griffin. Drop them. And let's go. Let's get to it, guys. Truth, why aren't you engaging? You should be engaging. Go fight somebody. Oh, your arm is broken. Yeah, that's right. Both of his arms are completely savaged. Let's put Tanishi down in case he can help fight. Dan, he's down. That's fine. So these are the people that were down before, I believe. Again, we want to be a little careful about friendly fire here. Let's take this guy who's attacking Laura. Laura, go on block. And we'll put Jade and Lydia to the side here. Nice. Insta-shot, insta-popped. Let's see if we can position everybody on the side. Oh, this is only one guy left. And he's only got one arm left. And he's down. Not too bad. I think only person who went down there that was not already being carried was Shrike. And he should be up here in another couple seconds. But let's see. Tassilo can barely run. So, Jackson, could you pick up Tassilo and Tobel, if you don't mind picking up Beep? And we're going to go right back on our way, because we still want to get home before the other bandits come calling. Or the Shek challengers, I should say. Cool, no problems there. For the most part, our group is really, really strong in terms of our stats. Equipment-wise, we're still, I think, behind the curve, so to speak. But we're going to get there very, very quickly. Alright, I'm going to give them that distant run order again. Make sure everyone is along the same path. And then I think I can let them go and focus on the base. And get the base ready for the attack. Because they won't be too far behind. Okay, we'll keep an eye on the main squad. But otherwise, let's get over to our turret guards. Oh, are you guys already posted up? Nice, you are. I forgot. Everyone was already so highly skilled that we decided to just put them right on the gate. Is that everyone pretty much from the squad? Merlin is the only person, so let's bring Merlin down. Merlin, why don't you hop on a harpoon turret here? Perfect. Honestly, that alone should clear things up. Is everyone else busy working? Don't we have all our new recruits? Are they all still training, or did their orders get messed up from the loading? No, it looks like everyone's training except for Dadu, the tank bot, and Crow T. So let's give them a strength order. Yeah, that's so silly. Look how big they are compared to even the Shek, which the Shek are supposed to be fairly big. I can't quite see because of the, let's try to change the camera around a bit. There we go. Yeah. Just absolute units. I love this, I love this dexterity training. Oh my gosh. I can't even handle it, honestly. Okay, so we're looking good there. Our farms are looking good. What's our food like? I've not paid attention in quite a bit. So you're inside of this building. We've got tons and tons of dust witches, which is good. We've got tons of cacti, which is also good. So we're looking super, super outstanding, I think. None of the farms are dying as far as I can tell. So we should be good there. We really probably should think about how we're going to look at our move next time, because we want to have the higher level walls, which we have. We now have access to defensive walls 4, I believe. Is that the case? How much does that cost? Probably something similar to the previous walls. 4 building materials, okay. So I love how these look too. They've got like a little crenellation type thing here, a little cover as well. So they're pretty strong. The gate also will be stronger. The gate will be a level 4 gate, so that should, in theory, have higher health with everything else along with it. Are you guys still moving on the way? You are, which is nice. You might get stuck here, so we'll keep an eye on everybody. I mean, there are a ton of areas on the map that we haven't explored, but I really like the idea of setting up in Leviathan Coast. I don't know if it's going to be good or bad down the road. It is really far. That's the only downside. If we want to go exploring, we're going to have to spend a good deal of time running, which, to be fair, I can do that off camera. But, you know, we've not gone back to the Ashlands. We haven't really explored the East Coast yet. What I'll do is take a couple... Well, I mostly know some of the areas around here, right? So I've made a base around here. I don't think there's anything... I think this is a dead zone or it's very arid. I can't quite remember. Not to say we couldn't, you know, get any kind of food at all. We could have hydroponics, and that could be our food source. But I just don't think that the middle area, which would be look how we're gonna be like literally arriving along with the Band of Bones. That's hilarious. That was an interesting artifact. Let's see if we can't micro ourselves over here a little bit better. Just across the hill, guys. That's all we need to do is just go across the hill. It's hilarious. They're stuck too. Well, that's great. They're also just as confused as we are, apparently, about how to cross this river valley. Of course, we just get ourselves in a massive fight right here. Alright, we got ambushed a bit. I wasn't paying too much attention, but we'll let everybody get to it. Hopefully we'll have no one else go down. Damn it, Han went down. That's annoying, because he was carrying someone. I'll speed things. Ooh, someone took a friendly firebolt. That was not a good shot. That was a pretty severe shot, I think, to Maw. He's the only other one that went down here. Is everybody patched up good enough? Okay, can we move on, or do we have a bunch of people down? Good night. We do have a bunch of people down. Alright, let's get out of here before we kill half the squad. Pick up Maw, please. Alice. Does everyone have someone? Crumble John's the only person that's not carrying someone. Crap, I don't know if we have enough people for this. Is anyone not carrying someone else? Jade is not. Okay, Jade, carry hand. This is a rough-looking squad. Damn, who's not carrying Laura? Really? Hand or Truth's arm is broken. We really don't have enough for everyone here. That is depressing. Lydia, you don't have someone. Pick up Laura. Alright, let's go. We gotta get going here. Get everybody into a bed before we get attacked anymore. That friendly fire is really doing us in pretty hardcore. I might have to be a lot more micromanagey with our archer group. And we'll probably wind up making our archer group kind of a B squad in terms of attacking. And We'll do their, you know, their skills for... We'll make sure they have the same or similar skills for everything else. Slave mongers, I don't think they're going to bug us. But yeah, we want the new archer squad to be able to fight just as well or close to the main squad, because if everyone gets into a big melee, we're probably just going to send in the archers to fight instead of trying to micro the shooting. I'll probably open up with a salvo or something similar. All right, let's open the gate. So what I was going to mention is I have seen a couple of videos for, what would you call it? I guess really great base locations, suggested base locations. And some of them are in the eastern area, because I've not really explored the eastern zone too much. I think it's mostly this area that's new. So I'll take a look, and a couple people have recommended it. So I'll see if we can't... let's give everyone the rescue job, by the way. Hopefully everyone who has a body will put it down. I'll see if we can find any more good places to put some of our base locations or our base buildings, just to try it out, maybe to get a feel for it. I may or may not do that off camera. It just kind of depends. That way I don't, you know, move the entire group somewhere and then it turns out to be a garbage dump. There's really nowhere in the center of the map, though, that I know of that would be convenient to go exploring. We'll probably have to send a pretty long expedition wherever we wind up going. So if we settle here, we'd have to go all the way across the map if we want to hit the Great Desert, or if we want to hit this area up north, or if we settle here, we'll still have to do a very long, you know, progression across the map. So a lot of the travel I can handle off camera. Okay, here comes our raiding party. Let's also control Shift 11 just to make sure we don't have any problems with that. And I'm going to go ahead and proactively attack this group. It looks like their group got split up. Or is this just how many they have? They don't look like they've got too many right now. Oh, there's the, that's just a bunch of Guru. Wow, good night. Well, one group of Czech challengers, and they're done. One kill. I wonder if they lost a couple at some point beforehand. Because this is not the size of the raiding groups that we're used to. Oh, goodness. You're at the wrong spot, my friend. You know what? I'm sure you have good wares for us, but at the moment, we're not too concerned about it. Why don't you guys try to repair this from afar? No? Okay, fair enough. Well, maybe you'll repair it quickly. Although, for the most part, everyone... Oh, there's someone here that's plain dead. Why don't you guys move away? Cool. We don't want to have another accident, for sure. Alright, so, Stork, what is your weapons up to? 60? Just about 60. If you were to try to make something... What would... I guess I'll try to actually have him make the right thing. So if you had to make... Oh, did you finish making the bows? No, you didn't. What did you run out of, then? Oh, that's right. I don't think you had the space to do that. Interesting. You need steel bars. Are we completely out of steel bars? Oh, okay. Well, Tara's actually working on it. Let's look at our industry technology. We've not really caught up on industry much. Ancient science books. How many books do we have, first off? We have quite a few. Maybe a dozen? 2 dozen almost? So we could do a little bit more on the industry side, because smithing's where we want it to be. Grade 5 would only unlock Mark 3s, which we don't care about too much. So we could do more efficient steel bars. Let's do that. We could also do ore drill 2, which would speed up the mining, although I don't think that's not a limiting factor right now. We have too much iron. What else? Were we short on anything? Copper, no. We're good on that. We're great on building materials. We hope you don't starve to death out here. What, as opposed to your nasty-looking hive things? Get out of here. Get out of here. Alright, so 2 levels of steel bars. Iron plates 4. A lot of this stuff I just don't quite think we need right now. We've not done anything in hydroponics yet. Well, we can't because we don't have an AI core. Although I think we just got one on our recent trip. did someone get something? I don't know. Let's take a look in a second. A stork. But did we wind up... There's your crossbow locker. Did you... I thought you had the job to give to the crossbow locker. Interesting. Is this bugged again? Is it not functioning? Let's see what he's up to. You seem confused. Okay, there we go. So, the predicted result right now is a Mark 1, is a Mark 2. So the quality of his skill is still not high enough yet. So all you did was actually pick up the damn crossbow. Yeah, it's just not, for whatever reason, maybe it's the style of crossbow, but it doesn't look like it's automatically, he's not automatically dropping it off like he did before. So we might have to micro that. He does it on weapons, I think. But yeah. Kai, you're up to 81 in armor smithing, so pretty much anything you're making is going to be fantastic right now. We've got 40 iron plates around. Can we make anything interesting? We could make the shirts. Didn't we want to look at chain shirts down the road? We have 20 chainmail sheets. That's quite a few. Let's go make a couple for funsies. The armor smith. Yeah, we never did learn too much beyond what we started with, right? It doesn't look like it. Just the armored rags, plate jacket. Well, the plate jacket's what everyone has right at this moment. We'll have to make a couple more for the new squad members, so I will give an order for a couple more plate jackets to be made. Otherwise, I believe everyone's at home, right? No one's off in the distance somewhere. So let's add in Run, Rin, and Terra. Right? Weren't those three going to join the main squad as fighters? No. Those are constant laborers. Sorry, what am I getting confused about? They're down here. It's, well, it's because everyone looks like Run. Or Rin. It's Ace, Goalies, and Zilliken. Okay, there we go. So we have a almost full squad, a double line. Full squad, I guess. It's two full rows of people. Who's our final person that we wanted to add in here? Was it going to be Boop because of martial arts? I don't think there's anyone else. I might be missing somebody. Seakrith we're going to keep... Or no, Seakrith... what do we want to do with Seakrith? Wasn't he going to do... What is his skills right now? You're in... You've just been running around like a madman, for the most part. So... Who else was on? Sez was on defense for the archers. Okay, let's revisit the archer squad too. So we need one more person in the unyielding. Someone mentioned to look at maybe, was it Merlin? Because he had high crossbow. Well, everyone has high crossbow. A lot of these people do. So maybe the crossbow squad could get filled out with people who already have high crossbow skill. So Stone, Kiros, Green, and Merlin. What if we do that? Green, Merlin, Stone, and Kiros. We'll jump them up one more because I can't quite reach everything in one go. So that's 9 archers. Well, obviously we need one more because we can't just have 9 archers. That would just be outrageous. Everyone here has at least 40 or close to 40 archery skill. We could obviously train someone up. That's not a problem. Oh, it's so empty without Zod. So boop over to the melee, perhaps. And then what we might do is use some of those archers when we're needed, when we're at base. But if we have multi-barrel turrets, maybe we'll keep our main archers here. The main crossbow turret guards. I need to get my titles right. The main turret guards will keep on duty at all times. And then we could supplement that with maybe people from the bronze squad getting training specifically in turrets. That way they could supplement the defenders when they need to. No one else, though... Let me just double check that no one else has crossbows right off the bat. Okay, that's true. So... I mean, I think the brains could be trained up as turret guards as well. Okay, so let's put Boop into the main squad. That fills out our 22, 11, and 11. That fills out our 22 fighters in one squad, which is awesome. We've got 9 archers. We could grab Seakrith maybe, because someone like just from the bronze squad. What's Seakrith doing? Is he still transporting stuff? He's mostly just running around. So let's do that. Let's take Seakrith and put him into the archer squad. So he'll finish out the archer group. And which one is it? That's advanced aim training. Let's put him on the advanced crossbow training. Then we'll switch him and Hamut over to that as well. Let's also put Hamut over on aim for a bit, because he's already at 40. So who's not up to speed? Some of you guys had no precision shooting skill. Okay, so you need precision shooting. We'll put you on crossbows. I'm going to put everyone back on training for a while. No more turret guard for you. No more turret guard for you. Kiros, you're going to be on aim training. Yep. Hamut, you're also... Oh, you are going to your aim training. Okay. Jade, Lydia, I mean, you all are pretty much outstanding already, but let's put them on standard crossbow stuff for a bit. I'm going to clear out their other jobs. Oh, I can't give her a job when she's unconscious, as it turns out, which makes a bit of sense. Okay, otherwise, so what do we have here? Run is doing ore extraction. Rin is doing stone, although she doesn't really need to. Someone else doing copper? Okay, why don't we just have you doing copper? Both of you can just rotate between all 3 jobs, honestly. Tara is up to steel refinery. If she ever stops doing steel, she'll work on iron plates. Phoenix is doing iron plates. Let's upgrade this to iron refinery next level. We can upgrade this to the stone refinery next level, although that doesn't quite matter as much because we are so OP on stones. Okay, so Stork and Kai, of course, are our 2 crafters. Dietrich is busy making tons of food. Hilo, Sharon, Starbuck, and Mew are all on farming duty, which might be too many. And once we move to a new location that has better, or I guess traditional green area, we may not need that anymore. Alright, so who the hell are you and how did you get into our base? How? What in the shit? I have so many questions. Beep, did you let them in? Where's Beep at? Can he talk to them? No, they're just gonna... What are you clowns doing in the base? Oh, that's awkward. Tobel still, for some reason, has Beep in his arms. Aw. It's like love. Alright, everyone get together. Everyone come have a party. All together now. I just want to see everyone in one spot. Zilliken, you're so slow. What are you doing, bud? Alright, formation. Formation here. Is everyone together? Is anyone missing? Beep is the only one unconscious. Got it. So let's drop Beep off. Everyone else is going to training. Cool. Crumblejohn, you have what? Who the hell do you have on your shoulder? I must have made him... I must have made him grab a dust bandit on accident earlier. Fair enough. That's fair. Okay, so the rest of you, let us continue with your... I don't know, where are you at these days? 44, 43. Attack and defense is still okay, so I guess we'll just do the traditional attack and defense training for a bit. And then it's Crumblejohn, Wing, Shrike, Griffin, and Doc. Okay. So you guys are going to work on your skills for a bit. I think I want everyone doing some kind of training. Hopefully, at some point. Do we have enough training devices for it, I guess I should say. We kind of do. Let's have Tanishi and Maw work on their dexterity. I know that's not a huge skill for them, but it will help a little bit with how fast they can attack, I believe. You can work on toughness. Everyone just aggroed for some reason. Why? Because we have a pack beast attacking our building? Okay, well, you're going to have a bad time of it. Oh, I think I need to clean up. Oh, are we pissing off the hivers? We probably are. Oh no, that was the Dust Bandit. Those hivers are just going to hang out for a bit and be permanent fixtures to our base here. Okay, you know what? You're irritating and we're just going to ambush these guys, I think. Oh, I guess it didn't matter. Guys, it's a giant, like, whale of a creature. Thank you. Wonderful. I don't know how that didn't piss off the caravan drones, but I guess it didn't. Do we have aggro on anyone? No, not really. Maybe the door opened and closed for somebody in particular. I have no idea how that managed to happen. So for the archers, who's actually still on... You're still on a turret guard. You're on turret guard. Okay, that should clean that up. Let's bring everyone downstairs, actually, first. And then I want to make sure they're off the guns. Then they should go back to their normal training, apparently except Jade. Do we have too much... we don't have a spot for you, maybe? Alright, we'll do... this one. Cool. So we need a lot more outfits. We need to equip everyone in the main squad. We're going to need more weapons, whether it's, you know, crappy mid-level weapons. I don't know if we'll be able to get the edge weapons anytime soon. I think Stork's going to have to spend a little bit more time grinding that skill up through the training device. Just for a bit, but we could get everybody Mark 2s or Mark 3s or something like that. We could also upgrade the steel output one more time. 10 more plates to that. Kai, you're busy making more armor, more better armor. We could send Beep on a expedition at some point, maybe if he and Boop are feeling lively. What are you guys up to in your crazy ninja stats? 64 martial arts on Boop. 44 martial arts on Beep. Boop is actually stronger at this point, but to be fair, I think Boop gets he's a warrior of, like, kind of the warrior cast of hivers, so I'm guessing that's just normal. What do we want to have Beep doing? Do we want to do his assassination still? That might be a fun thing to try out. Let's get him back on assassination. Let's have Boop work on his... What's Boop working on now? Strength? That's fine. He can keep strength going. Alright, looking pretty good. So, in terms of an idea about where to move, we've got tons of... and a couple people made good points. We could keep this base here. We don't have to leave this home at all. So, who's attacking Dietrich's? Is somebody, like, running up our tower here to fight them? Much confused, many confused. So we don't have to necessarily take our outpost down. By the way, I think we actually put this to a vote, and I haven't really mentioned it because it passed with a close margin. We wound up having a vote for what we should name. I like this guy that's just going to run up into the tower. Ooh, Beep. Good time to practice. Let's assassinate this guy. You see nothing. You see nothing. What was that? A gust of wind? Oh, no, you're unconscious. Bam. Congratulations. Pick him up. Nope, not first aid him. Pick him up. Can I proactively throw him in the incinerator without him being dead? No, it looks like not. Okay, we'll bring him downstairs and outside the base, please. Thank you so much, Beep. Is anyone doing corpses right now? I guess we could have, I mean, probably just one of the grunts do that. We could just do a little bit of corpse disposal. Make it go really quick, have all of them do it. Oh, side note, that's actually before their job, or after their job. We need to reset it. Okay, so Run, Rin, and Terra. Why don't you all, sorry, Run and Rin, why don't you all split? You go this way. You work your way this way in jobs. You work your way this way in jobs. Terra was doing what? This, and then Phoenix was doing steel, I think. And then she'll do iron if she needs to. Cool. Crap, I just gave her the engineer job. Not the right thing. Hurry up, Moodles. Attaboy. Damn it, I gave her engineer again. There we go. Okay. Perfect. We just got steel bars 3, so we'll have to upgrade this one more time. So, a couple people were saying, for our outpost, which we've named just literally our outpost, did someone just spit at us and then instantly die? Oh, man, that's karma. That is hardcore karma. So, we had a naming competition, and basically everyone voted. Some people voted Hope Valley, which are Hope Hill, and we had a discussion about geographical features. And it's kind of on a hill compared to down here, but then it's kind of in a valley between a large mountain and a tiny little hill. So who knows? Either one sounds really great. Hope Valley would still work, actually, though, up here to the north if we were to move over to the Leviathan area, because it sits literally between two giant mountains. So somewhere in this area I think would be great for Hope Valley, right dead center. And the other name that won out was Your Outpost, just leaving it as Your Outpost. So we're going to keep this place named as Your Outpost. And we will, the next place we go to, we will go ahead and rename it. So, what are you guys doing? Oh, your poor little thing died. Hey, Moodles, what's in the bag? Oh, not really anything at all. Truth be told. So, we don't have to necessarily give up this base. We could keep this base here. And honestly, this might not be a bad outpost for staging raids. So if we set up a main base, say, up here to the north, between episodes, I could have everyone run down into your outpost. And that could be a place that we could downsize. We could just reduce it to, a place that doesn't need to be defended until someone's here. We could keep the farms going. I think we're going to have a better farm output up north. So we either reverse it. We make this our, an outpost type of building, or make this our main base, and then we build an outpost to the north. Either way, whatever we do next, I'd like to make it challenging, where we have to build the higher level defenses. So either somewhere up to the northwest, out to this island here that I enjoy building at, or somewhere down. I mean, again, none of these areas in the east I'm familiar with at all. So that's all wide open. Gotta probably avoid... I like to avoid most of the places to the southwest, just because the geography is not my favorite. Although there are some nice plateaus here and there, but I think we checked this swamp area, whatever zone this is, south of the swamp, and it didn't really have too much on the prospecting results. It wasn't too great. Where are you going? Man, you're running pretty far and wide to find a corpse. Why aren't the other folks doing that? I don't know. Look at all the severed arms and all the body parts just hanging out here. I wouldn't mind stealing a few more blueprints. Who, don't need to pay anything anymore. We're pretty much like, let's just steal what we need. If I have a targeted thing to steal, I don't feel too bad about it. You guys have some crappy weapons. That was Goalies and Zilligan. They still have their original higher weapons. Wing has a really nice Nodachi that he stole, or Beep stole for him. The rest of the squad is just equipped with random bits and pieces. Let's have Beep drop off his loot. I forgot about that. Let's have him go over to the research bench, please, Beep. And we'll drop all this stuff off. You're still sneaking around. Can't stop the sneak. And we'll drop the other stuff in the general goods box here. Cool. So, who else had stuff that I needed to look at? Ace. Pretty much the rest of everyone. I love that the giant Dadu the tank has a tiny little Wakizashi. I almost want to make him use a tiny little Wakizashi forever. So that's our main squad. The archers obviously need to have much better bows. Now, do we want to go the route of instead of making these super crazy Eagle's Crosses, do we want to maybe look at the old world bows? Because they are much faster to reload. We might have less of a problem with friendly fire. God, they still need quite a few parts. That's crazy. So they need crossbow parts and steel bolts instead of... the hell do these guys need? Well, they need roughly the same thing, just 2 more steel bars. Are we just out of steel? Is that our current issue? Who was the person that was doing this, Tara? Did I reverse this on accident? Phoenix, I thought. Yeah, she's supposed to be doing... Why are you not doing steel? Oh, it's an automated machine now. Oh, I didn't even catch that. Are these all automated? Oh, I'm so silly. Okay, we actually only need one person to run all 3 of these machines. How wonderful. And we'll upgrade the steel... Or the stone refinery. These aren't quite automated yet. We're almost to the point of having full automation on everything. Like, one person can run all of this, and then they'll just dump it off and, you know, leave it to wherever it needs to go. We have 51 iron plates. If we're doing automated steel bars, at this point, steel bars seems to be a pretty big bottleneck for us. So, let's drop another under industry, right? Sorry. Steel refinery. Let's put another steel refinery down. I'm going to stagger it just a bit so people have an angle to run past. Nope, go center. So there's the game, I don't think I've mentioned on this stream, there's a game called Cultist Simulator. And it is done with cards. And you basically put your cards, your playing cards, down on a grid in front of you. But it's not a... Well, it is now, but it used to not have a grid snapping system. And it used to drive me absolutely bonkers trying to line up the cards exactly perfect. And then somebody made a mod, and then I think they integrated it. So now everything has a snapping point, and everything lines up. Oh, it makes me so much happier to play that game and unstressed with snapping. I wish Kenshi had snapping, that's all I'm going to say. I have problems without snapping available. Let's have a couple more medkits get made. Didn't someone mention that the best person to do this is the medic? Because it, or the people who are heavy on science, because it actually does use the science skill. So I'll put a couple people on this. Not engineer. We'll just use Clob. Skill 47. Yeah, so that should be a good quality. Or maybe it's speed. Either way. Don't you have a You've got a lantern. It's just not too bright in there. Or it's not too dark. Okay. Looking pretty good. I think I'm going to wrap this episode up here pretty soon, because from here on out, I bet I'm going to leave this thing, everything just hanging out for an episode or two. Not episode, just a like 15 minutes or 20 minutes, because all we're doing right now is just grinding away. There's not a whole lot to talk about. We're waiting for Kai to get, not Kai, sorry. We're waiting for Stork to get his training up high enough where he can actually make those really high quality weapons, the edged weapons. So we need that to happen. We are behind on steel bars, so I'll probably get our steel bar production going. We might, yeah, we'll have enough iron plates to finish this. And so we'll up both our iron refineries, our iron plate production, and then our steel plate production as well, because steel bars are what we're worried about and what we're waiting on. Yeah, Eagle's Crosses, we're still waiting on all of that. You probably have enough crossbow parts for a while, don't you? Yeah, you've got 2 more. Tributes coming our way, so I'll probably just pick up the goods before they get here, and that'll be all set. So thank you all so much for joining me this episode of Kenshi. I do hope that you are enjoying the series, and until next time, take care.